straight from the soul with it. Yeah. So I was listening to ESPN LA radio with Travis Rogers and LZ, and they had a discussion about an interview that the New Orleans Pelicans for Anthony Davis addressed with the media about rumors surfacing that the Boston Celtics wasn't on his wish list of teams of a preferred destination next season if the New Orleans Pelicans ever decide to trade him. Travis Rogers mentioned how it would be very scary for the Lakers fans because he feels that Anthony Davis made those comments. Also, the fact that the Boston Celtics could also offer better trade packages in exchange for Anthony Davis than the Lakers could. And also, you have another team such as the Celtics who has a championship pedigree like the Lakers, and also the Celtics is a very historic franchise. Travis Rogers says he feels that the Celtics are closer down the road to being a championship team than the Lakers are, and says if Anthony Davis gets a chance to get in that Celtics building and play with Brad Stevens and be around that Celtics culture, it's a huge chance he might fall in love with it and stay. And Travis Rogers says that that is the scary part. So that is when LZ Granderson responded to Travis Rogers' comments by saying this. He says, "It is the scary part for Lakers fans if Anthony Davis ends up out there. But to me, it's scarier if he stays west and he's not a Laker, i.e. if he ends up with the Clippers. To me, that is a worse scenario. Just because he ends up with Kyrie and he's in Boston, there are a few teams out in the East that are for real. That in terms of being a blockage to winning a championship, they'll have to discuss amongst themselves. What will concern me more that if the neighbors, the Clippers, are able to get Anthony Davis and another superstar." And that is when Travis Rogers threw out a name like Kawhi Leonard. Then LZ matched Travis by saying Kevin Durant. LZ stated he would be very disappointed if Anthony Davis went east, but says he would be even more upset if he stays west. So if you guys would like to hear the full audio, the link is in the description box. But like I said on my last video, I thought the best opportunity for the Lakers to acquire Anthony Davis was at this past trade deadline. So I honestly think that the Boston Celtics may pull off this trade, and to be honest, I really think it would create more of a balance in the NBA with a once-in-a-generational type talent and an elite talent to go east. Whether that's with the Celtics, whether that's with the 76ers or the Toronto Raptors. I think there was a ton of pressure on the Lakers to pull off that deal within a week, and I think what they offer now is basically what they'll offer this summer. I felt like making that trade at the deadline was the perfect time because Anthony Davis is your sales pitch to other free agents. So just imagine this summer, you so focused on trying to make this Anthony Davis trade. Meanwhile, other teams are making their bid. And in the midst of all that, you're trying to sign another free agent to put alongside LeBron James. I'm not going to say it won't happen, but in my honest opinion, I think the Lakers missed their shot. But it's not their fault that they missed their shot because, as I stated, I would have given up the same package. Now, Dale Demps has to be the biggest idiot on earth at the present moment because they should have been fired him for letting go both Cousins and Rajon Rondo, for letting them two get away. And then you have to be even stupider for not trading AD to the Lakers before they kicked you out the car while the car was rolling. Honestly, I think at the deadline, the Celtics wasn't on Anthony Davis' wish list of teams he preferred to join. I just think that Rich Paul and his team wanted to put pressure and force the Pelicans' hand to get Anthony Davis to the Lakers before the deadline. Honestly, in my heart, I feel like they asked his father to go out and make those comments. So now that everything has died down and the way things are playing out, I think that AD had to come back out and make those comments. LZ mentioned something that will definitely give Lakers fans deja vu all over again, which is when the NBA vetoed the Chris Paul deal, which is when, and they was like, nah, obla. Bang, bang. So instead of sending Chris Paul to the Lakers, they decided to send Chris Paul to the Los Angeles Clippers. Now remember, Kobe Bryant was 34 years old, just like LeBron James when he suffered an injury. Now, I mean, LeBron James' injury isn't as severe because Kobe Bryant had an Achilles injury. They both got injured. Kobe played with a bunch of young guys, just like LeBron is doing now. Reports came out that other players didn't want to play with Kobe Bryant, just like what's going on with LeBron now. Then you had Carmelo Anthony, who was expected to join in the Lakers, and I think that Carmelo Anthony or Kobe Bryant wanted to pair up with Carmelo Anthony, just like LeBron James does now. Who in the world, bruh, gave LeBron the same script as Kobe Bryant? Was it Spike Lee? I mean, did he literally like just scratch Kobe's name off the script and insert LeBron James' name? Because the script is starting to come out the same way. I mean, next thing you know, LeBron James will be having a farewell tour like Kobe Bryant did. But the moral of the story is I'm starting to see a little bit of deja vu here. And with Jerry West now making the calls next door for the Clippers, if anybody has the chance to pull off this deal, it would be the logo himself, because he lured Kevin Durant to the Golden State Warriors. And I think he has a chance of doing the same exact thing with the Clippers. He could sell to KD, hey, you can officially be considered the best player on the planet if you win a championship for a franchise that has never won a championship in NBA history in Los Angeles before LeBron James did, and you led them by yourself. I mean, of course, ESPN and all the LeBron lovers across the world would change the narrative, but y'all get my point here. Now, I get the sense that David Stern is somewhere smiling and rubbing his hands like Birdman, knowing that Anthony Davis trade didn't go through, just like the Chris Paul trade. I wouldn't be surprised if David Stern has something to do with this as well. I don't know. I don't put it past none of them, because they've been hating on the Lakers since I've been breathing. Now, I think the Lakers' main focus and concern right now shouldn't be free agency in 2019. No, I think the Lakers' main concern should be facing the Golden State Warriors in the first round and finding a way to defeat them. Defeating the Warriors changes the entire landscape of the NBA, because the three players on the Warriors who you want and you have a chance of signing will be available. And if they win, I just can't understand why they would want to break up, or even Klay Thompson for that matter. Why would he want to leave? But my thinking is, if both Klay and KD leaves, which them leaving on a losing note makes more sense. Then if you are the Lakers, you have a high chance of either getting Klay Thompson, which could be much more higher than acquiring Kevin Durant. That is your best opportunity to do so if you defeat the Golden State Warriors. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but anybody could be a threat to the Warriors if you have a game plan. Now, it's not going to be easy, but you know, of course, you get what I'm saying. Now, I know y'all tired of hearing me saying this, bruh, but in my heart, I just feel it. I feel like Kobe Bryant will come back. Now, he stated out of his own mouth in the Rachel Nichols interview that he could still play in today's generation, which I told everybody. I told everybody he could still play, and y'all told me, no, Kobe Bryant is too old, his Achilles and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But he said it. But he said out his own mouth, with technology and the proper diet, he could still play today if he wanted to. And I told you guys, MJ prolonged his career because he operated in the post, and Kobe could do the same if he picked the spots and took threes when he chose to. And he would thrive in this weak and soft league where they should be playing in little dresses, where there's hardly no physical contact. Where no physical contact is allowed. I mean, this is the perfect situation for him in a league right now, in a league full of shooters, where LeBron James could dominate. Kobe Bryant is a closer, and typically LeBron James plays with closers such as Dwayne Wade, such as Kyrie Irving. The Lakers need a legit closer in the fourth quarter. I've been saying it, and I'm going to continue to say it. Now, do I believe Kobe Bryant saying that he doesn't want to play or he doesn't care about basketball no more? Do I believe Kobe Bryant? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. This is the same man who y'all told me he's done with basketball. But since he retired, I mean, just look at this. Just do the research for yourself. Just go look. Since the man's retired, he's been doing more interviews than any retired player. I mean, he's probably done more interviews than current players. Making movies, making comments about LeBron James while the NBA Finals was going on last season. I mean, come on, bro. What has he been talking about? Oh, let me guess. He's been talking about basketball. That's all Kobe Bryant has been talking about since he retired. Like, most players just go away and just silent and don't say nothing at all. But he's been talking more than the average retired player. He's been throwing it out there that, hey, he might come back. He's going to Laker games. So do I believe him? Absolutely not. Because if you know Kobe, he's the ultimate competitor, and he's always wanted to play with Rajon Rondo and LeBron James. So I can't see him passing this opportunity to take on the challenge of defeating the Warriors and winning his 6th NBA championship. I think he can do it. And once again, this is just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. It's not illegal to have your own opinion. But keep in mind, the Los Angeles Lakers do have an open roster spot remaining that has still not been filled yet.